Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of GM Fantasy, and in today's video, we're going to talk about why you should forget your regular Dynasty League and try a contract league. So let's check it out. Alright everyone, so if you're like me and you're tired of the same old fantasy football Dynasty League, the endless rookie drafts, the same rosters year after year, and that feeling that your league will never really change, today I want to convince you to try something brand new and honestly way more fun, and that's a contract league. So what is a contract league? Well, in a contract league, you're still building long-term rosters. It's kind of like a dynasty league, but every player is signed to a multi-year contract with a salary cap that you decide in the offseason. You know, it's kind of like if dynasty and an auction league had a baby, you would get a contract league. You start with an auction draft or a slow bidding contract bidding auction draft, however you want to phrase it, each year to get salaries, and then you choose how many years you want to sign them to. The contracts are binding and you pay the salary until it expires, or if you can get out of a contract, you're either going to have to trade the player or take a penalty, the dead cap hit. So it's a lot of fun and it's definitely something you're going to have to think about. It's kind of like being a real GM. So why contract leagues are better than dynasty? First reason is you get a real front office strategy. Unlike traditional dynasties where you just hold players forever, in a contract league, you're actively managing money contracts like in a real NFL GM. And, you decide if a top player is worth a long-term commitment. Is it, do you sign him to an expensive contract or do you let him walk and, reinvest in your youth? This means every offseason matters quite a bit. It's not just like a rookie draft. Every decision affects your cap, your roster, and your future. So it's something you really got to keep in mind. Two, you can't just keep everyone forever. In Dynasty, you can keep all your best players forever, and after a few years, veteran owners just dominate with loaded rosters, and the league just gets really stale. In a contract league, contracts expire, so players become free agents, and it creates movement like you've never seen before, drama, and real market dynamics, just like in the real NFL. So number three is going to be more trading, more decisions equals a lot more fun. Trading in a contract league is so much better. When you got contract years and salary cap to work with, they become awesome negotiating tools. You can now trade contract years, cap space, future dollars. It adds layers that get people more engaged throughout the year. It's no more of the same guys always making the same trades. Now everyone is involved. Every move, every trade just feels like a smart, real world GM move. It just makes the league feel a lot more authentic. So it's just vastly superior in my mind. So number four is going to be the better competitive balance of the league. Because teams can't just hoard stars without thinking about money, the talent gets spread around a lot more. Lower tier teams have a real chance to rebuild. They can turn things around within a year or two, and the league stays way more competitive for every single season. In a dynasty league, sometimes it's always the same guys. The rich get richer, and it's always the top 2-3 teams that dominate each year. The league gets stale, and then the league ends up breaking up after 5-6 years. In contract leagues, bad decisions have real consequences, and that makes you feel a lot better when you make a winning decision. Number five, we're going to have the customization and just the strategic variety that you could do with contract leagues. Do you want to add franchise tags, restricted free agents? Do you want escalating contracts? You want dead cap penalties? You can design the league however you want. It's way more flexible than most dynasty formats, which makes it so much more fun. Platforms like League Tycoon, they handle contract tracking and salary caps, so you don't have to end up having spreadsheets. But you can do that as well because they don't have every option available as well. In one of my leagues, we use MFL as the platform, and then we use Google Sheets in conjunction with MFL. And then in some of my other leagues, I'm just using League Tycoon. Both work very well. It just depends on how you want to set up your league. So honestly, after a few years of doing Dynasty, everything just started feeling really predictable. With a contract league, every offseason feels like you're in the playoffs. Every decision can make or break your team. It's addictive. If you want depth, drama, and real strategy, this is where it's at. Honestly, for me, a Dynasty league is an afterthought. I'm hooked on contract leagues. I don't think I'll ever go back to Dynasty when you have a contract league available. So it's something, if you're bored of your regular Dynasty, I would definitely think about switching over to a contract league. So if you're ready to escape the old Dynasty run and level up your fantasy game, stop scrolling and start a contract league today. You'll thank me later. Drop a comment below if you want any help setting one up. I'd be happy to help you guys. And make sure to like and subscribe for more fantasy football, strategies pertaining to contract leagues. I'm going to be doing content all off season. So subscribe, follow along, and don't forget, guys, we still got that free contest going on. It's a free $50 entry into the next subscriber league. It's going to be on League Tycoon. It's a contract league. It's going to be super simple to enter. All you're going to have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, put the word subscribed in the comments section. After that, you'll send a screenshot of that to me, either on my X account or my Gmail address. I'll get back to you, letting you know you've been entered into the contest, and then we will have a draw on August 1st to determine the lucky winner. And guys, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will sponsor an entire league. So we'll have 9 lucky winners plus myself into a 10-man league. So don't miss out on your chance, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.